Hi there, Capricorn. This is Tanya Lee of Harmonia Tarot, and welcome to your love reading for the month of May. If you are new to this channel and feel guided, go ahead and hit subscribe, Capricorn. Make sure you hit that bell twice so that you can be notified of all future updates. This is a love reading on how they feel. So it's going to be the one spread with your energy, another spread with their energy, the significant person or the partner that you're thinking of, and then the combined energy of you both. This is definitely different than the general spread that I do for May, okay? So that can be completely, entirely different reading. So just keep that in mind, all right? If you want something more private and personable, go ahead in that description box below. All of my information is there to book a private reading. Because this is still considered a general reading, it just means that there's no way I can connect to every single soul that's out there. So take what resonates, leave the rest. Always utilize your own intuition. Do not force it, okay? And if it resonates more on the other side, then just flip it. It's really that simple. Just flip it. And if it doesn't fit at all, it just means it's not for you. All right. Done my spiel here now, Capricorn. Let's get started on your love reading. We're going to start off with some oracle cards here first. Calling in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters as to what messages in love. How is Capricorn feeling? How is their partner feeling? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Time is fluid, guys, okay? Some of this may already happen. Others of you, it's going to happen a little down the road, okay? It's always good to go back and look at some of your readings, especially if you watch something earlier and it might resonate some more messages. On your side, we have blossoming abundance reversed. Okay, 3 is reversed. Not working together here. Not working together. Definitely feeling a little dissatisfied. On your partner side, we have the thinking woman. They definitely feel, this is interesting. I got the thinking woman in another reading. I want to say it was Aquarius. So if you're dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or if you have it in your chart, you might want to check that reading out. So the thinking woman, listen, when they showcase this to me, this is not just the female energy, this is a woman. So this definitely feels on their side, they're looking at a woman, all right? So somebody who's evolved, someone who, this could be a teacher. This is somebody who is a mentor or does something in the field. This could even be the field of like being a nurse or a field like a teacher, like I said before, or somebody who's a counselor, being a counselor. This is somebody who counsels. This is a healer. This is someone who is definitely evolved and grown. Let's see what is the combined energy here, because you're definitely feeling dissatisfied. Within the next few weeks. That's your combined energy. I feel like you're going to get answers within the next few weeks. If it's not communication, it's like needing a balance or getting the balance back that you needed here. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say on this. Definitely not working together right now. You could just not be getting along, not feeling the love. This person definitely sees you outgrowing them. Maybe putting a lot of effort and work. Maybe this person sees you working a lot. On your side, we have the 2 of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords. On your partner's side, we have the Star reversed, the Devil reversed, and the 8 of Swords. Interesting. On the combined energy, we have the Hangman, the 6 of Swords, and the Tower. All right. 2 of Swords. Capricorn, air energy. Like I said, you might be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. If not, it could just be the energy. But this is basically a block in communication, not sure which way to go, feeling that way, okay? Feeling you're at a crossroads with this individual. I think that you're not in really talking terms with this individual, or it's small talk. It's basically like going through the mundane life. There's nothing romantic here, okay? So this feels like you've kind of cut yourself off on this. Yeah, for 4 of Pentacles, This is your own energy trying to hold on to something that, you know, this relationship, and this feels like a long-term relationship. So this definitely feels like a long-term commitment. Some of you might have a family with this individual, but I do feel like you're trying to hold on, trying to, you know, get your balance on here. But look how you're like holding on so tightly. All right. This feels like the level of, and they were just showcasing me the work here. Some of you, might be the breadwinner in the family too as well, because they're showing me the offices in the background where it's almost feeling like almost feeling like you put in all the work, or it's like you're trying to hold on to just your balance here. Now we have the Nine of Swords here reverse. So I think in the past it brought you a lot of anxiety, blocking your intuition here, because we have that owl here too. It's shining some light. Look, it's like, oh my God, what's coming at me? I mean, of course, if an owl flew at me like that, I don't know if I would be so happy to see that either. But this is reverse, and this is based on how you feel about them. I feel for a lot of you, you might just be working a lot and trying to focus more on work than this relationship, okay? This is definitely helping you to get the balance so that you don't have anxiety over this individual. The anxiety is the communication, the lack of communication, talking about this relationship. Now, how this person sees you. Now, the thinking woman here, it has the star reversed, okay? So the star is about, not just about a hope and a wish, okay? How they see that. Not about that being fulfilled either. This is also a healing card, okay? Getting the balance on. This is how this individual sees things. Listen, they know you're not happy. They know that you have been trying to make a balance into this, tried to heal the relationship. This individual knows that the imbalance and toxicity is something on their end as well, because they see it. They absolutely see it here. And with the Devil, which is your energy here, Capricorn, this toxicities is reversed. So this individual is trying to take anything that is negative outside of the relationship, trying to see the brighter side in things, but maybe not really doing anything, okay? I feel like they're doing a lot of healing themselves, because the Eight of Swords is here, so they have a lot of mental anxiety. How interesting is it that you have the Nine of Swords on your side and they have the Eight of Swords on theirs? How they feel about you, they have anxiety over it. They're denying a lot. They're denying. They have the ability to do something about this, to open up the communication, but they're not doing it right now. Now, the overall energy is within the next few weeks is that it's going to feel a little bit standstill still, right? Like on both energies. But there is going to be movement. I definitely feel like there's going to be movement here, because we have the Six of Swords, and this is about moving away from the baggage. Here's what's interesting though. We have the Tower right under the Six of Swords. So I feel like this is about moving away from old baggage to be lighter, right? Going on to a newer horizon. There's a Tower moment here, and we're going to validate this, but this is when something is faulty. This is when something, the divine comes in and basically breaks something down. Now, whether it's going to break it down altogether, we'll try to validate and see what additional messages we get. But this feels like whatever communication is going to come up is going to break down everything that has to be taken down so that a new structure can be built. This communication is needed. Some of you definitely have children with this individual. Some of you have been thinking about going away, leaving this individual. But knowing, trying to hold on to it because you have a family with them. All right, let's see what the validation cards are. I do the vice versa deck. I do not do reversals on the vice versa because there's two sides and I don't feel guided to. It's just that simple. All right, Capricorn, let's see what additional messages we have on here. What else do we need to know? And the Two of Swords. Here we go. We have the Knight of Swords. They asked me just to, and I'll show you in a second. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups. On your partner's side, we have Hierophant. Wow. We got the Devil again. Interesting. You got the Devil on top of the Devil. Like both energies here, but I'll show you what the cards look like so you can see this. We have the Eight of Cups. On the Hangman energy, we have the Four of Swords, more waiting. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Star again. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is the Empress. Yeah, this is the Empress. Interesting. Interesting. All right, here we go. Capricorn. Two of Swords with the Knight. They're asking me to add these together, which is the Three of Swords, which is, you know, you got the Ace of Swords below this too. So there's heartbreak on here. I feel like there might have been and I feel like it's you who do all the communication to this individual about what makes you unhappy, but this individual does not know how to speak it back to you, okay? It's like, oh my gosh, I'm always the one who's rushing in, saying how unhappy I am, doing this. It's really making me feel stuck. But, you know, you have the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So this is about speaking the truth. This is about knowing your truth. This is about like, hey, this is what I want. This is how I evolved. I do want to hold on to this, but we need to cut through this bullshit. Like, we need to cut through this bullshit. I don't want to remain small. There's a crown here and there's Empress energy. So this feels to me the level of like evolving, transforming, okay? Now the Nine of Swords does have the Seven of Cups energy on here, Capricorn. This is confusions, trying to figure out your options, how this person, it's almost like you're almost confused that this other individual has options too, because this is like how you feel. It's almost like there's anxiety of this. It's like, okay, I'm trying to get myself balanced here. But the confusion is what do I do with all these emotions with this individual? Okay. Now, on your partner side, we have that Star with the Hierophant on top of this. So definitely feels like this was a commitment. This is heavily on their mind. You know, this also is like a contract. There could be a lawyer involved as well. But this feels like this individual is thinking about or thinks that maybe you are thinking about something higher to end this commitment. And I definitely feel like they think that it's going to be you. Because with the, look at these Devil cards here, okay? So when the Devil is this way, this is about the toxicities, about being chained to one another, all right? Awareness of that, could be passion as well, but also a lot of toxicities can be negativity. It could be, you know, too much of something like alcohol, anything, too much of anything, right? This is on this side. So we're seeing the back of the Devil, but it's facing the cave entrance, and to see how it's facing the light, this individual thinks that the toxicities that come in this relationship has to do with them, that you evolved here. They're showing me this lotus here, that you've evolved. They, you know, like they think that you basically are leaving them. They're so in their head about you leaving them that this is the toxicity in them. That's what it is, Capricorn. Their toxicities are the negative values of you leaving them because they don't feel good enough, okay? It's, look, they have here the Eight of Cups. Now, when the Eight of Cups is this way, it's about walking away here, okay? This individual, on their mind, thinks you're going to walk away. They're staring at the cups. They're staring at, how can I make this a Nine of Cups? How can I make this a wish come true? Like, look at the shooting star. Not even looking at the shooting star, meaning that they could take actions and make this a shooting star situation if they grasped it, if they did something about it. This individual isn't taking actions. They're being stuck in their own head and anxiety over you leaving, and you haven't even left yet. Okay? Now, on the Hangman, we have that Four of Swords energy. Exhausted, tired. Look at the explosion in the background. It's like the world's falling apart. It's like, I'm just so tired. I know that we need... Some of you, this is basically like there's so much outside going on in the outside world, you can't even focus on this relationship. And you're just tired from it, okay? You feel overworked. This partner's overworked in their head, logically, of how they're thinking about you. Six of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Now, this is joint energy. So, like I said, I feel like the communication is somebody is going to be speaking up about wanting to move on, or this individual is going to be speaking up about you wanting to move on, or bringing it up saying, do you want to move on? Now, here's what's interesting. On this Ten of Pentacles, you see how they're facing somebody? I feel like there might be counseling involved here. This feels like marriage counseling. This feels like some kind of counselor is in this to bring stability here. So maybe in the next few weeks, that's what it is. There's going to be counselors, something to try to bring you balance. But the Tower and the Empress, she's got it all right? She's got a new start, a new beginning. But it's almost like she's watching this explode. Watching it. I feel like on your side, Capricorn, you have the energy of knowing this is happening. That it's like, I've been asking for counseling. I've been asking for this. I've been trying to do a mutual thing. This individual is not. This is the time for this to implode. It's basically going to implode, meaning that, and I do feel strongly, meaning that like you get help, some kind of counseling. Whether it works out or not, this is what is happening. This needs to break down to see if this foundation is actually going to be what it is. Let's see what the healing cards are for you. Honoring your energy, integration. Honoring your energy. This is that rest. This is that rest that you need, but also making sure that you're taking care of yourself. A lot of you, like I said, you were in the blockage because you're hard workers. You are giving, not taking. And this is something where it's like, I need to rest. I need to rejuvenate. This is happening on both sides. Now, integration is, to me, integrating something new, okay? And I think what's integration here is, here, they're showcasing me the snake here too. It feels like the toxicities are going to be balanced out, meaning that there's going to be some kind of counseling or help that is going to be within this relationship. Whether it's going to save the relationship or not, it's not really stating that. This is just the stage of we need to work together or try to come up with something where we can try to get some additional help on this. This feels like a long-term commitment. It definitely feels like a long-term commitment here that is imbalanced and trying to work together to clear it out. But whether that happens, this person needs to take actions and realize their worth as much as you have already. I feel like you've evolved and realized your worth, and that's why you're putting the boundaries up. Yeah, they're definitely afraid that you're going to be walking away. All right, Capricorn, if this resonated for you, go ahead and hit like, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next month.